friends. If you're watching this part of my tutorial today, you're most likely watching the replay because I don't see anyone that has hopped on yet. If you are watching later in the day on the replay, I'd love for you to leave me a little comment, #replay, so I know you were here. And as always, if you see anything that you are interested in adopting, just send me a private message. Most often everything I make is available for sale. I'm going to bring her up, Miss Frostine, and show her as soon as some friends start hopping on. She is not available because I can't get any more of the body that I used to make her. I can make a version of her with a different body, but that little sweater body is so cute. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. You're the first one in. Let me know if you could hear me and see me okay. I'm just going to share me out to my two groups. I'm doing great. I hope you are. Whoopsies. I just clicked out of my video on my laptop instead of sharing it. There we go. Back. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. How are you today? Okay, we'll get started in just another minute when we roll around to 11 o'clock. I'm just sharing in my groups. I'll go over the lineup really quickly. Share. My little Bailey is out with the groomer right now. We do a mobile groomer and she has her out in front of our house right now. She's having her day of beauty. Lucky her. She's gonna be all poodly again. Okay, all right, and as far as the lineup goes today, Debbie is out sick today, so I am kicking off our Wednesday lineup today. Debbie's under the weather, so she's taking a day to recharge her batteries. Okay, great, Heidi, thank you. All right, so I am starting the day today at 11 a.m. Eastern. After me in her usual spot is Christine, I'm Snow Crafty at 12 p.m. At 1 p.m. is Maureen, Home for Every Season. At 2 p.m. is Marissa, Das Craft Boutique. At 3 p.m. is Michelle, Glitzy Yaya. At 4 p.m. is Eden, Cultivating Keepsakes. At 5 p.m. is Dee, That's So Cute by Dee. 6 p.m. looks like we have a break today. At 7 p.m. is Leanne, Sugarworks Fakery. At 8 p.m. is Shay's Creations. And ending the day at 9 p.m. tonight is Lauren with Our Unique Touch. If you get lost, hi Debbie, hi Diane, welcome. If you get lost along the way today, that graphic is posted at, I don't know if I pinned it. It's posted towards the top of my business page. So you can go back, read the graphic, figure out where you are in the lineup, and continue on with watching all of the tutorials today. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. We're going to get started. Okay, so our challenge for today is love is in the air because Valentine's Day is fast approaching. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person. I like to celebrate it. My husband takes me out to dinner, all of the things. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Welcome in. I just went over the lineup. Lauren, where do you live? I saw you go on at 9 o'clock Eastern. Are you in the central time zone? I'm just asking because that's so late at night. Oh my goodness. I'm a night owl, but come dinner time, I get out of my craft room. I can't. I have to have my dinner and recharge and rest and relax the rest of the day. Still in pain. What happened, Lauren? Did I miss something? I hope you didn't have an accident. So the challenge is love in the air. And I started saying, I'm not a big, New York. So you're on Eastern, same as me. That's late at night, girl. Whew. 9 o'clock at night, so you're not done crafting until 10? Well, I'm in my jammies on the couch. I'm a lot older than you, though. All right, so, late. Kids to bed. Got you. Uh-huh. Yep. How old are your children? I have 2 boys. My boys are 34 and 35, and I have 5 grandchildren, starting at 4.5 and going down to 2 months old. You threw out your neck. Not good. I hurt my back when we moved 3 years ago, and it hasn't been right since. And last year I threw it out, just bending over, putting bird seed, just a little 10-pound bag of bird seed into my bird feeders. And it wasn't even the bending and the holding. It's when I went to stand straight up again, my back went out. Hi, Shay. How are you? Welcome in. 12 and 9. Gotcha. All right, so love is in the air. I have it. Oh, let me bring Frostine over to show you really quick because she's just so cute. She had a party last night. You can see she still has her wine bottles here. I was using them to brace her up so she wouldn't tip over while she was drying. She's tall. She's 30 inches tall. This is the one I made on my live yesterday. So you can go back and watch the replay if you love her. I'm trying to see where I want to pick her up. If you love her and you want to recreate her or make a version of her. We're calling her Miss Frostine. She's a cute Candyland snow lady. She has all of the things. She has cute, cute boots. And I used glitter rope for the ties on her boots and a fluffy fur cuff. And then she has her cute little quilted jacket and her mittens and her rhinestone sparkle belt and her scarf with the jingle bell. And look at her cute little face and her cheekers. She's been out in the cold and the snow, so she has rosy cheeks. And her little Candyland hat has holly leaves with silver disco berries. Hi, Linda. And then a scoop and drip of ice cream with a cherry on top. Miss Frostine, she's so cute, you guys. I am completely in love with her. She, unfortunately, is not for sale. I'm keeping her. Yay for me. And I went to Michael's to see if I could get any more of these bases. It was a Santa jacket ornament, and my Michael's didn't have any left. So, all right. So love is in the air. Let's get started. I'm doing a mini tiered cake today. I haven't done a cake in quite a while, guys. In quite a while, I haven't. So this will be fun. I love making cakes. So I took 3 of the 6-inch styrofoam discs. They come 2 in a pack. So I took 1 pack and then 1 more disc out of another pack. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means so much. I stacked the 3 and glued them together, and then I rolled out some cotton candy, foam clay. I used this little impression, it's not a mat, impression cutter, I guess, because it has tiny little hearts. It's quilted and it has the tiny little hearts. I'm gonna put it off to the side. So I used, oh, the little rhinestone just fell off. I used that to make the quilted impression all the way around. I needed it to be 20 inches, so I rolled it out so it would be 20 inches long. And then I cut off the top and the bottom to give me a clean edge, glued that all the way around. And then on the top, I cut a circle. I cut a little bit out of the center because we're gonna layer something else on top of this. And that's a good way to conserve your clay. Hi, Debbie. I'm so glad you're resting today. Hi, Marianne. Take the day off and just rest and relax. Recharge your batteries. So I put it all the way around. I layered some of this pretty, it's like an organza ruffle with a satin edge. The satin edge is covered up underneath. Just to give it a very soft, flowy finish to the bottom. We're gonna put a red and white twist over here to finish off that rough edge. Hey Brenda, welcome. And then I did start, just because it was so time consuming, I did start in all the little X's of the quilt, adding rhinestones in little red and white hearts that I cut out using one of those plunger. How are you? Debbie, were you on when I just showed Frostine? Did you see how Frostine came out? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She is amazing. Oh my goodness, I am completely... Do you ever make things when you're done, you're just like, now, wow, that came out really cute? Yeah. I'm not going to do my Love is in the Air today. I'm just going to talk, guys, and show off Frostine. Look at how cute she came out. This is the one I was doing yesterday. Her little boots and her little fur cuffs. She has lots of diamond dust glitter. Her cute little jacket I painted. Her scarf with the jingle bell. Brandy, look at Frostine. Her little mittens and her sweet face. Look at her cheekers. Her little mouth is little black buttons. Look at her nose. I'm just in love with her and her cute little hat. Of course, I had to do her Candyland, guys, because you guys know I'm the queen of Candyland. Well, I don't know if I'm the queen of Candyland, but I love Candyland. And see, she had her party last night. She still has her wine bottles. She was partying. Okay, guys, let's continue to... Oh, now I got glitter all over my table. Let's continue to chat. She's pretty cute, isn't she? She came out... I love how she came out. All right, so I'm going to put a little glue on... and I pre-prepped a lot of stuff for today, guys. It just makes it easier... when you're handling stuff like this. Like, I didn't want to depress all of this quilt, this pretty quilt, by handling it. Thank you, Brenda. So, you guys know I like to prep things ahead. All right, I'm going to take a toothpick, break it in half. Where did this one rhinestone fall off of? That's the only thing. You have to make sure you put a good amount of glue or your rhinestone. Oh, I see right there. Your rhinestones will pop off. And sometimes even when you do put a good amount of glue, they still pop off. So this is going to be a mini 3-tiered cake. This is our bottom tier. I'm just putting a little glue where the little quilt marks are. And then I'm alternating white rhinestones and the red and white foam clay hearts that I... Isn't she cute, Brandy? I knew you would love her, Brandy, because you love Candyland like I do. And her name is Miss Frostine. I did go back to my Michaels yesterday because I had several people reach out like, oh, is she for sale? I want her, I want her, I want her. Hi, Lambrina, how are you? But my Michaels doesn't have any more of those jackets left. That body, the Santa Claus jacket, it was red with the white fur and glitter. I painted mine blue. All right, so I don't know how far I'll get on adding these guys because I do want to make sure I finish the other 2 layers. But we'll just add a few of them. I started in the back. Like I said, I didn't want to just be adding rhinestones and hearts the whole time. Thank you, Nikki. I was going to send you a picture this morning, but I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So when I finished this, I was going to send you a picture. But you saw her live and in person. So it was Nikki's original design in her Beyond Bakes private group. I believe she did it early in December. Hers was red and white with black. And then she had the green holly leaves She put her holly leaves and berries down on the body section. Her hat, I believe, was a black and white harlequin pattern watering can, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nikki. And she did some of the elements different than how I did mine, but I just loved the idea of using that ornament as a body for a character. That was, and I had seen that, Nikki, in Michael's. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And it never popped in my head. It never popped in my head until you did it. And I loved it so much. Remember, I immediately told you, now, okay, I'm making that. Just like your nutcracker that I called mine Mr. Crackers. I forgot what you called. Nutsy. Started it all, Nikki. Started it all. That's when I first joined your group. Way back in the day, right? Way back in the day. Right, Eliza. See what you do, Nikki? You get us all in trouble. In the very best way. In the very best way. Bailey's outside with the groomer. She has a mobile groomer. She's out in front of our house having her day of beauty. She's getting all poodle-fied. Where's Maricela? Teacup, that's what it was. Okay, I knew it was something because it had the handle on the side, and for some reason, watering can was sticking in my head, but teacup, yeah. And I mentioned on my live yesterday that because you did yours with the black and white and not like red and green, Nikki left her jacket red, but her whole color scheme was red with white and black. She gives me Queen of Hearts vibes now, Nikki. So I feel like if it were me, I would just leave her out for Valentine's Day. She gives me very much, especially with the teacup, almost like a Mad Hatter kind of. Yes, Nutsy is OG, right? Remember, that's the first one I fell in love that you did. And I had to make, mine came out different than yours, but inspired by yours. That's what I love about watching all the amazing creators in our community, guys. You could see something that you take inspiration from, and maybe you just put a little bit different spin on it and make it your own. But like I said, I had not thought of using that little Santa jacket as the body to a character. Came up with her. And she's big. Nikki, I'm sure yours is bigger than mine because on top of your hat, in the teacup, Nikki did a mini little baby snowman sticking out of the teacup. Mine's 30 inches tall. So Nikki, I'm sure yours is even taller than that. All right, let me make sure I watch my time, guys, because I don't want to just spend the whole hour adding rhinestones to this. You know I could do that. Maureen, hi. Yes, right, Nikki? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So tall. Do you still have yours out? You didn't put her away. What did you name yours? You didn't put her away, did you? If you did, go get her. Put her back out. She needs to be out all of January in a place of honor. I love how my Miss Frostine turned out, though. She's done. There's nothing. Oh, she's leaning forward a little. Hold on, guys. Her wine bottles. I told you she partied last night. She's still drying, so I want to make sure that she dries in place exactly how I want her to dry. That's why, hence the wine bottles. That's why she had the party last night. She's got 3 wine bottles over there. There was a party going on. It's like your Nikki. Didn't your Nazi? Yes. Your Nazi had a party. When you prepped him and left him overnight to dry, he had a party and he passed out forward, didn't he? I remember that. He passed out forward. And when you came in the next morning, he was face planted. I remember you having to take the boots off. These characters, the shenanigans during the night when we leave our craft spaces. The shenanigans, right? Hi, Marquita. How are you? All right. I need to pick up the pace, guys. Because we have 2 more layers to do. The top layer is going to be very easy, though. I'll show you that in a second. I pre-prepped that, too, because I liberally diamond dusted it, and I needed it to dry really good so I could handle it. This is going to be so pretty when it's done. And this cake will be available if anyone does Valentine's and needs a little cute little decor item for your home decor. This one will be available. So contact me when we finish, and I'd be happy to send it to your home. Yeah, right, Maureen? Miss Frostine. I named her Miss Frostine. Like Christine, but Frostine. His boots were on his head. Nap time. Nikki. He had a little bit too much party liquid courage in the night, and he went sleepy pie. But you fixed it. You showed us how to fix it. So, I mean, there's that. That's what I tell people on my lives all the time, because, you know, you're live. You just don't know sometimes what's going to happen. And when I started doing my piney, not pinesy, my piney tree, because, you know, guys, copyright, trademark, and all of that. So this is piney. And when I started doing this, and the first way I started doing the layers, nope, didn't come out. So I was halfway through my live. Maricela too, both of us. We were halfway through our live 2 Mondays ago, and we're like, well, that was a fail. That didn't work. So, hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Renee. Welcome. Hi, Beth. Welcome in. Yeah, these little characters and their shenanigans in the night, right? In the night. They sometimes are very mischievous. When Mama's away, they play. Yeah. So what's new with everyone? Right, Nikki? Right. You know, I mean, I've heard Disney coming after people for doing Disney. All the things, guys, the Green Monster, you know, Oreo, Reese's, M&M, all the trademarked, copyrighted things. So I'm not going to take a chance. I just said inspired by, and mine is named Piney. and it's different. It's different. It's different. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Surprisingly, I was surprised with how good the face did come out, because my hands were shaking so bad, and I don't usually paint on camera. I did that on camera, and my hands were shaking so bad, and that's not even the fancy eyelashes like y'all do, like you and Shelby do. That's just straight lines. But surprisingly, it came out pretty good. So, I'll be embellishing her this coming Monday. Yeah, I was very surprised that the lines actually, even on my live, when I finished the face, I was like, oh, it actually came out, you guys. Hi, Christine. How are you, girl? Welcome in. How's everyone's week going? What's today? Wednesday. Holy cow, guys. It was just Sunday, and it's already Wednesday. I feel like Tell me if any of you do the same. I feel like the older that I get, the quicker time is going. I feel like that's why I stay up so late at night too, because I try to savor every second out of every day. Really, Christine? Thank you, Maureen. I had not heard that. Interesting. I wonder why. Do you know why? Or all right, we have just a little bit more. I think I'm okay, guys. See how pretty that's coming out, though? So pretty. I wonder why. Because that's like an OG, too, Betty Boop. That's like an OG. Isn't she from like the 1950s? I might be dating myself. I wasn't born in the 50s, but close. I was born in 64. And I could be Nikki's mom. Remember, guys, because she's in her 30s and my boys are in their 30s. So I told her I could be her mom. Hi, Wendy. Look. Wendy, did you see Frostine? Let me remove her wine bottles. She had a party last night. Let me remove her wine bottles and bring her close so you can see, because you might only have a minute. I know you're probably at work. This is the one I was working on yesterday, inspired by Nikki's. Look how cute she is, with her ice cream drip on her hat, and her little jacket, and her mittens, and her scarf, and her jingle bell, and her boots, and all of the things. Look at her cute little face. All right, she's gonna go back to partying with her wine bottles. She's so tall, guys. She's so tall. She's 30 inches tall. She's tall. I don't make big stuff, you guys. 1930. Oh, okay. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah. Oh, gotcha, Christine. You guys know I make little things. I like making little mini things. So I surprise myself. Every once in a while, I'll tackle a big thing. But like I said, when I saw Nikki's, Nikki, what did you name yours? I forget what you called yours. I saw Nikki's, and hers is very Harlequin, Queen of Hearts, Mad Hatter, because of the red, white, and black. Thank you, Marianne. She's not available. I'm keeping her. I went to Michael's because I had like 2 people reach out immediately. I want to buy her. So I went to Michael's last night to see if I could get more of those jackets. My Michael's didn't have any left. My Michael's actually had quite a bit left for Christmas. And there was a lot of pink and red for Christmas that I feel like they could have morphed into Valentines. Like they had cute little pink ceramic cake plates with red bows on them. That totally could be, hi Tina, that totally could be Valentine's. They could be putting that out right now. Like full price, not 60% off. I feel like they're missing the mark. I mean, yay for us. I didn't buy anything though, guys. I was so proud of myself. You don't think you did? Well, let's name her. What shall we name her, Nikki? What would be a cute, like, Harlequin? Harley! Harley! Name her Harley. Nikki named my, I had a gingerbread naming contest. That big, huge gingy that we made at Fake Bakers Gone Wild. The gingy sitting on the giant cupcake. I had a naming contest and Nikki named mine, Holly Berry. It's another big one. Came out super cute. Okay, guys, we're almost done. We're almost all the way around. Good thing I started this off camera because it's just time consuming. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows. So we'll finish and move on to the next layer. Harley. Really, Christine? I didn't know that either. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The aunt from Christmas Vacation was so funny. Wrapped her cat up. Wrapped her cat up. That's cute. Harley? Let's name her Harley. I like making all kinds of things, guys. Like, I so enjoyed making her. But you guys know I tend to lean towards the smaller things most often. But every once in a while, I'm up for a challenge. And like I said, as soon as I saw Nikki use that jacket ornament from Michaels, I said, now that's really cute. I don't know if my Michaels ever had them, actually, because I remember having to order mine online. And I had to order some other stuff, too. I was compelled to order some other stuff, too, to get my cart to $50. Like, the ornament was $10 when I bought mine. Hi, Jennifer. Did you see how Frostine came out? I'm not going to go back and get her again. I've already showed her, I think, 3 times. But she came out super cute. She had a party last night. You see her back there with her friends and their wine bottles? Shenanigans happened last night. When Mommy left the craft room, shenanigans happened. I thought this was going to turn out perfect, and it didn't. I thought, because one row is just rhinestones, and the next row... Oh, no, it did turn out perfect. I thought I was going to have 2 rows identical. And wow, that's a happy accident, y'all. Wow. That the two rows where I began and end turned out perfect. Wow. I got lucky. All right, 2 more. All right, guys. And 2 more hearts. Little red heart and a little white heart. Yeah. We named her Frostine. How pretty, you guys. All right, so we've got the bling all the way around. Hi, Jill. Jill, did you see how Frostine came out? We've been showing her. From yesterday. Did you see her? I made a reel on her this morning. So if you want a more like up close look, I've grabbed her 2 or 3 times already. Hi, Nina. And I need to get working on this so I can finish this live for y'all today. All right, let me move all of this out of our way. We're done with this. We're done with the glue for now. Get that out of my way. All right, so that layer is done all the way around. Really pretty. We rolled the clay out. We used the impression cutter to make the quilted pattern. I used a plunger cutter to cut out the little white and red hearts out of foam clay, and then the white rhinestones, all right? This was just trim from Hobby Lobby, and we will end up putting her on a cake stand. So that's layer number 1. Layer number 2, let's bring it over. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it on this to use it as my 3rd hand. So I, over the weekend, took my little meringue mold. Oh, thank you, Nina. Yeah, she's Miss Frostine. She came out super cute. I love the Candyland theme. I used my meringue mold and cut out a whole bunch of pink and red meringues. We're gonna attach them. This is one of those cupcake styrofoams. I call it cupcake because it looks like a cupcake. From the Dollar Tree. That used to be $1.25 and now there's $17 a piece. kidding, but right? Yeah. Jazzy, the little house in back of me. It's my Valentine house I made for an event last year. It's a little shadow box. Wendy, do you remember this one? It was for the event that we did. I think it was a Beyond Bakes event organized by our sweet friend Becca. And it's a little shadow box. I lined the back with the disco tiles and then added all the cute little sweet treats, a mini cake, a nutcracker, graham cracker, sandwich cookies, ice cream scoops, a strawberry, a lollipop. Remember this one, Wendy? Yeah. I wrapped a little chimney and smoke coming out of the chimney. And I kept it because that's like the only Valentine's decor that I have. I don't decorate for Valentine's. I have all my snowmen up now and I leave them through Valentine's. And then when I take them down, I put Easter and bunnies up in spring. All right, so we're gonna attach these meringues to this little cupcake. Oh, you're welcome, Jazzy. Thank you so much. Speaking the truth, Maureen. So I covered the Dollar Tree styrofoam. It's one of those little green cupcake styrofoams with red foam clay, and we're just going to make a layer of the pink meringues going all the way around, and then a layer of the red meringues. So super glue, this is gonna be rinse and repeat. All the way around. I can't have it in the styrofoam. I have to hold it because I have to push on it. Hey, Alyssa, how are you? Thank you, Ramona. Yeah. Most stuff I make, I sell, but like every once in a while when I make something like really unique and I'm like, oh, I love how that turned out, then I'll keep it. Like frosting, I'm gonna keep. All right, I already put the toothpick in the bottom and super glued it in, so I can't remove it. So our cupcake layer is just gonna have to act like it's drunk. And I wanted to line the cupcake with the red foam clay first because I knew putting in the meringues, I was gonna have the spaces in between and I didn't want to see any of the green. First, I was gonna line it with some red glitter foam sheet, but I wanted to keep the cupcake shape and that would be hard to do. I would have to do the side and then do the top separate, and then I would have a seam, so I just used the foam clay. I do, Jazzy. It's Paper Sweeties, my YouTube channel, and there is a link for it pinned to the top of my business page. And because Facebook so sweetly started deleting all of our videos after 30 days, I share, after I do my videos on Facebook, I download them all over on my YouTube. So I have tons and tons and tons and tons, dozens and dozens and dozens. This is coming cute, guys. Dozens and dozens of videos on my YouTube channel. Started off as a paper crafting company back in 2010, where I designed and illustrated myself my own designs and had them turned into acrylic stamps and dies for paper crafting and scrapbooking, and did that until 2024. 2024, I saw the industry changing. The younger girls don't scrapbook, and if they do everything digital. So I noticed attendance was going down at the shows and people were spending less. So I was just surfing one day YouTube, and I think I saw Dawn Newell making something fake bake, and I was completely intrigued and smitten. Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate it. I appreciate the follow. Make sure you're following my Facebook business page too, because Facebook has been doing shenanigans, and even if you follow certain people, they've been automatically like unfollowing you. How fun is that? So you think you're like, oh no, I already follow that person, and then people are like, oh, I'm not getting the notifications. It's because Facebook is like automatically unfollowing you from people. You guys, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna need, no, it's gonna be just, no, I'm gonna need one more, because when they dried, they shrunk. And look, guys, I'm gonna have that much space. So I'll have to, off camera, after I finish, I'll make one more. And you see it's gonna be a partial one. I'll fill in that space. Hi, Kim, how are you? Welcome, I hope you're doing good today. All right, we'll add 2 more. This is coming right along, guys. There was a lot of stuff that I'm attaching to my layers, guys, but nothing is super hard. Everything was very easy, and I was able to prep it ahead of time so I can just rifle it right off with you guys and keep the train moving along. Keep it moving along. I feel like pink and red are so perfect for Valentine's. That is my friend Wendy's go-to color palette that she does like all year long, not just Valentine's. Yeah, there's gonna be a tiny smidge of space left in between. Look at that, guys. I'll go back after I finish, make another meringue, and just scooch it in there. I'm trying to think what else I could do. I could do a bow. I could put a bow there. That would be cute. Make like a white bow and put that there to cover it. And then I wouldn't have to put a partial meringue. My wheels are turning, guys. What else would you do to fill that space? Instead of squishing in like a quarter of a meringue, maybe I'll make a bow and put a bow in there. There's gonna be a bow on the top layer, but that's okay. So that means I don't have enough for this layer either, because this layer is bigger because the cupcake goes out like that. So I'm gonna have a space here too. But I feel like I want to stagger this layer and put them the opposite of the top layer. You guys know what I mean? I'll show you in a second. All right, add that in. See what I mean? I'm staggering the red one. I'm not putting them, lining them up like soldiers. I staggered it. I'm holding it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. What's everyone doing today? Are you at work? Are you at home? If you're at home, are you crafting? Does everyone have all their Christmas put away, taken down and put away? I finally finished mine in the garage. Red and black, married on Valentine's Day. Oh, Maureen, I love that. You got married in 1984. I got married in 1986. We're 2 years apart. So this year is our 40th wedding anniversary, y'all. 40 years. Holy cow, with the same man. Wow. We're planning to do something fun. We don't know what yet, but like a trip somewhere. We went to St. Thomas for our honeymoon, so we're thinking maybe we'll go back there. That would be so fun to go back like 40 years later. We just haven't decided yet. Okay, guys. We're almost all the way around with this one. So cute. When I was trying to get design inspiration, I surf the real cake boards on Pinterest, the real, like bakers that do cakes and cookies. That's where I find a lot of my inspiration, because you guys know I like to do cakes and sweet treats and Candyland and all of that. I don't do characters that often. So when I do a character, it's something special. Why did I start telling you this? Oh, so I found such a pretty cake that had 3 layers of meringues, a real cake. Top layer was white, the next layer was pink, and the next layer was red. So it had not quite an ombre look, but kind of an ombre look. It was so pretty. So that's where I got the inspiration for this cute little layer. Cute little layer. Okie dokie. Yep, see, I don't have enough for this layer either, because the cupcake is wider at the bottom. So that's okay. After I finish, I'll just make a few more meringues and I'll pop them on. No worries. Hi, Trina. Did you have a good birthday yesterday? Hey, Robin. Hey, Crystal. Welcome in. Isn't that pretty, guys? Just super sweet. See, I have 2 more, and then I'm going to have a big space. So I feel like I need to put something there, like a bow. But I'm going to have to make another red meringue or 2 for the bottom first to fill in the space. I didn't take that into consideration, that when this stuff dries, it shrinks. When I measured everything out, when I popped the meringues out of the mold and they were big and fluffy, I thought I had enough, but as we know, the foam clay puffs up and shrinks as it dries. You're welcome. You should celebrate all month long, Trina. That's what I do for mine. I celebrate all month long. Well, maybe not all month long, but definitely the week of my birthday. All right, see, I need 2 more red ones there. And I think if I make 2 more red ones and put them there, they'll fill in that space. And then here I could probably make a white foam clay bow. You know, with that bow mold that we all love. Yeah. Look how pretty that is, though, you guys. I love it. All right, so what I was going to do, where's my back? There's my back. Okay. I was going to add this layer on top of this layer. So, I want to use a combination of glues. I already have the toothpick in. It's a little gloomy here today, guys. It looks like it's trying really hard to rain. All right, put super glue all around the edge. And then I'm gonna come in with some hot glue, just for quick stick. We know that that won't hold it permanently. Although it's foam clay to styrofoam, which I think would be a little bit more, behave a little bit better than just foam clay to foam clay. Foam clay to foam clay, you never want to use hot glue, guys, because it'll just pop off. Hey, Robin, welcome in. Hey, Leanne, welcome in. Did you see how Frostine came out? I did a reel on her this morning, so you can see a little bit close-up of her. She came out so stinking cute. I love her so much. I love her so much. All right, picture this, guys, with 2 more red meringues in the front to close that gap. And then I will make probably a bow. But look at how pretty. So pretty. So pretty. All right, so let me do my top layer. I am going to make a red and white peppermint twist and put it along this bottom. But let me go ahead and finish the top layer just because time is running short and I want you guys to see like the overall finished product. Christine, I went over, thank you, Alyssa. I went over the lineup when I started. She came out pretty cute, Leanne, didn't she? Christine, I'm Snow Crafty is up. You got one online? Good for you, Leanne. See, I went to my store last night after tacos, and they didn't have any left. So I'm so glad you were able to snag one online. Good for you. Are you gonna make one similar to that? Are you gonna do a snowman with yours? All right, this is my back. I wanna make sure. That's the back, this is the front. All right, so this, guys, is just a styrofoam heart that I had from my stash. And last night I covered it with tacky glue and then heavily doused it with, you know, my favorite diamond dust, and let it dry overnight. And I wanted to do it last night so I could handle it today, because it'll take a little bit for that glue to dry when it's covered with the diamond dust. All right, so I'm making a pilot hole. I'm gonna add super glue onto the toothpick. And when I stuck the toothpick into my heart last night, I put super glue on it. I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue right where I made that pilot hole. And then you guys know, we're gonna insert it in. I haven't made a cake in a while, you guys. This is kind of fun. You looked after Nikki's, and you couldn't find any after her tutorial, but you did find them now. Interesting, Leon. Interesting. I wonder if maybe your store just hadn't put them out yet. You guys, look at how cute. Picture the front. I'll just show you this side. Picture the front with that gap closed off. All right. So then I made a little bow out of some pretty satin ribbon. Okay, just a little bow. And we're gonna attach that into our heart. This is like rock hard now, so I feel like I wanna make a little pilot hole right there. Little pilot hole. You guys with me? All right, and I'm gonna use 2 glues on this. I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue onto, I use zip ties to most often to close my bows up. So I put some super glue on the zip tie, and then I'm coming back in with some hot glue, separate, away from the super glue. And we're gonna stick the end of the zip tie in and hold it, hold it, hold it. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Eliza, you snagged 2 of them recently or over during Christmas? I feel like because everyone's in love with Nikki's idea, people are going to be wanting to make the characters with them now. So they are gold. They are gold. Thank you, Maureen. This is a little knit heart I got from Michelle, the crafty ma'am. And we're going to add that to the middle of our bow. I'm going to put a little bit of super glue on the front of that zip tie. And then a little bit of hot glue carefully on the front of the satin ribbon. And we'll attach our heart, and we're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. 5 seconds, guys. This past weekend, good for you. Look how cute she is. Now, picture that space closed off. I had it put to the front because I'm gonna put something there in between the pink ones. And then I raided my stash. I have these cute little, you guys, when I did my cowgirl cake for my birthday party, I made little banners saying happy birthday and celebrate something with these little beads, alpha beads. So I know it's backwards for you, but it says love. So I'm going to attempt to do this little love banner on the front of our heart here. So what I want to do is make a little pilot hole. And then I'm being very careful, guys. Knit heart last night. Love them, right, Maureen? Love them. All right, so then what do I want to do? I think I want to just try to stick it in there. Let me see if I could just try to stick it in there. Maybe I should put a little smidge. I don't want to do super glue because it'll stick immediately to my toothpick. Maybe I'll put just a smidge of tacky glue on the knot. And then where my pilot hole is, I'm going to attempt to stick that knot down in that pilot hole and bury it in there. I might have to come back. I probably will after this dries and add a little tiny smidge more of glue and put some more diamond dust over that little hole. Yeah, that worked, you guys. That worked. You guys, I say it all the time. I amaze myself when I have an idea and I try it and it works. Because sometimes it doesn't work out that way. All right, I'm making another little pilot hole. I'll turn this around to you guys in a sec. I'm taking the other little knot from the other side of the love. Great, my glue is dripping all over my table. I'm putting a teeny weeny bit of tacky glue. And I'm coming where that knot is, putting it over my little pilot hole, and then using my toothpick to gently coerce the knot and the end into the pilot hole, which is easier said than done, guys. Totally easier said than done. You have to keep showing it who's boss and finessing it in. And then, like I said, I'll let this dry a little bit, and then I will come back on top with some more tacky glue and diamond dust to camouflage those two little pilot holes and doubly secure them in there. All right, so that's how it looks. We have 5 minutes left. What I was gonna do on top here is add some of these glitter pebbles. They're from Hobby Lobby, Christmas time. So to cover this seam where the pink top meets the pink side, I'm gonna add some tacky glue and some of these red glitter pebbles. And then on this bottom seam down here, I'm gonna make a red and white little rope and attach that down on the bottom. But that's gonna take me more than 5 minutes. That's the only last two little things, guys. So we finished everything else together. And that's how my little cake turned out. I love it so much. I haven't done a cake and I can't even remember the last time I did a cake. Because for Christmas, I was doing all kinds of Christmas stuff and reindeers and Santa Clauses and snowmen. I haven't done a cake in a while. It was fun. I loved how it turned out. I'll hold it up closer so you guys can see. Now, I will put something there in between the two pinks, and I'll make 2 more red meringues and put them there. to fill in the space, but just picture it filled in. Picture it filled in. Look at the top, how sparkly it is. Hold on. There. I love it. I wouldn't be mad, I guess, if no one wants to adopt this, if I keep it, because it kind of came out super sweet. It was very easy, guys, very doable. The meringues were done with molds. The hearts were done with molds. The quilting was done with an impression cutter. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, all the way around. And I will finish off this edge, and this situation here. I love the heart with all the diamond dust. It's so sparkly and fun. So sparkly and fun. All right, guys. Well, up next in the lineup with our Love is in the Air challenge today is my friend Christine over at I'm Snow Crafty. And like I mentioned, thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, guys. Where did you find the heart? I bought a whole bag of them for something else, another project I was making. And I want to say, I can't remember if it was Amazon or Michael's. Just Google heart styrofoam and see what comes up. Hey, Julie. Hi, Maricela. Bailey's out getting grooming. I mentioned you, like, where's Maricela? Here's my cake. Yes, and I do know I have the space in the front on the meringue layer. I'm going to make a bow and put it there or something. Probably a bow, a white bow. I don't know, something there to close that gap. And then I'm going to make 2 more red meringues, and I feel like they'll fit perfectly down there. But that is my Love is in the Air cake. The little love banner, the little quilted heart. Super cute. Super cute. Thank you, Leanne. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'll be live again at 2, hosting a live sale today, 2 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you can come back for that. And tomorrow I'll be live at 3. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Love is in the air. All right, guys, until next time, be sweet. Love you all. Bye.